Hey guys, big welcome to our Minnesota Twins franchise. We're in season number 4. It's games 116 through 118. We're home facing the division rival Cleveland Indians. Here in episode number 206, we are on a 5-game losing streak. We have not won yet in the month of August here in year 4. And hopefully we can get a win here in this 3-game series with the Tribe. We got 3 games with the Indians, 3 with the Tigers, and then 4 with the Indians. A big stretch of AL Central action. Let's look at some numbers here. The Indians pitching staff, they do not give up a whole lot of home runs. 6th in the major leagues, giving up 118 home runs. They are 13th in batting average on the offensive side. We are 15th in batting average at 258. We're pretty close to them, but we are dead last in baseball in RBIs, in stolen bases, and in pitching strikeouts. So not some great numbers for our Twins. Game number 116, the first game of this 3-game series, and it is the Major League debut of Brad Hickman, and he will face Trevor Bauer of the Indians. He is 8-8, a 5.29 ERA, 131 innings, giving up 149 hits and a 1.5 whip. Brad Hickman, 21-year-old, making his Major League debut here today for the Minnesota Twins. We picked him up in the trade that sent Will Myers to the Rangers. Got him out of the Rangers organization. We had to call him up due to Jose De Leon being hurt. Tyler Naquin will get the highlights. Started off here in the top of the first inning, a 3-2 count. And nobody out. First batter faced by Brad Hickman, and he retires him. And actually gets through a clean first inning. At the end of the top of the first, we've got no score, no hits. 3 up, 3 down for Brad Hickman. We go to the second inning now. Nick Williams batting .203 with 5 home runs and 19 RBIs. On a 0-2 count, Williams swings over the top of it. And another clean inning for Brad Hickman. 3 up, 3 down. He's gotten through the first 2 innings without giving up a hit. In the middle of 2. We're still scoreless here in Minnesota. Carlos Santana now in the 3rd inning, hitting .213 with only 4 home runs on the season. He's been injured part of the year. And he gets a hold of this one, driving it deep to right center field. That one is back at the track, and it is gone. A home run for Carlos Santana. And the Tribe jump out to an early 1-0 lead in the 3rd inning. Carlos Santana, in our world, never played for the Phillies. He's been with the Indians all along. Middle of the 3rd inning, solo home run for the Tribe. 4th inning action now. Nick Williams, again, the light-hitting DH. 202 with 5 home runs, 19 RBIs, with runners on first and second and 2 outs, and Brad Hickman sneaks a fastball in under his chin in the strike zone. And he gets out of the 4th inning, giving up just 1 run. 5th inning, Yonervis Solarte, 282 hitter with runners on first and second. 1-0 Indians. He's going to drop this one into shallow left field. Cut off by Byron Buxton, but 2 runs come in to score, and the Tribe goes up 3-0 in the 5th. Time for the Twins offense to show up here and get involved in the baseball game. We'll see if they ever do. We go to the 6th inning. Trevor May on to pitch. 37th appearance of the year, 4.04 ERA, facing again Nick Williams. Seems like there's always one person that shows up a lot in these videos, and in this one it's Nick Williams. And Williams is going to loft this one into left field. Diving play by Eddie Rosario. Not even close. And the ball gets past him, rolls all the way to the wall, and allows a runner to come in and score from first. That's Steven Piscotty who comes in to score. And now we have Yan Gomes with a runner on 3rd and just 1 out. Yan Gomes, ground ball left side. Robert Jones fields it on to first. But a run comes in to score, and the Tribe go up 5-0 in the 6th inning. So we look like we're headed towards probably our 6th consecutive loss to start the month of August. Miguel Sano at the plate now. Finally, the Twins offense decides to get involved. It seems like if Miguel Sano does not hit a home run lately, then our offense doesn't do anything. So Miguel Sano with a home run, nobody on base, a solo shot. And at the end of the 6th, it's Indians 5, Twins 1. We move to the 7th. Here in the first game of this 3-game series with the Indians, we'll see them 4 more times here shortly. After we play the Tigers, Robert Jones drives this one to right center field. And that one is carrying and off the wall. Tyler Naquin can't reach it. And that is going to score a run all the way from first. It's a triple for Robert Jones, and it's 5-2. Maybe the Twins have a comeback in them. No, we don't. No comeback. Indians win 5-2. Miguel Sano homers for us. Robert Jones 1 for 3 with a triple and an RBI. Mario Calero went 2 for 4. He always gets hits, but they just never seem to be in crucial situations with runners on base. And I'll have to look and see how many runs he scored, because it doesn't seem like he's getting driven in that much either. Carlos Santana, 2 for 4 with a home run for the Tribe. Trevor Bauer goes 7 innings, giving up 6 hits, 9 strikeouts, and 2 runs for the Indians. We go to game number 117, second game of the 3-game series. We are 43-73. The Indians are 62-55. Oscar Campos will take the hill for the Tribe. He's 5-9 with a 3.84 ERA. 138 in the third innings, 140 hits, 1.27 whip. Felix Jorge. We called him up a month or two ago in this season. Didn't really expect him to stick, but he has stuck. He has performed quite well at the major league level as you take a look at his numbers. Jason Kipnis to lead the highlights off here in game number 2. Delivery from Felix Jorge. Kipnis drives it to deep right center field. Runner coming around second, heading towards third. They'll send him. They wave him around, and he will score easily. And the Tribe jump out to the lead early in the first inning. 1-0, Indians. Middle of 1. Move to inning number 2. Carlos Santana. 5 home runs, hit his 5th home run in yesterday's game. Runners on second and third with nobody out. He's going to line it up the middle. That one's going to get through. Cut off by Byron Buxton, and it looks like 2 runs are going to come into score, and the Tribe are all of a sudden up 3-0 in 2 innings. Nick Williams at the plate, second inning still underway with the bases loaded and nobody out, and Felix Jorge is struggling. Nick Williams drives it to deep center field. Buxton makes the catch. He'll get it into the cutoff guy. Run will come in to score, and it is 4-0, Indians leading. Somehow we get out of that inning, though. 4 runs with 8 hits. And the Twins, no runs on 1 hit. Eddie Rosario, 241 hitter, 12 home runs, 43 driven in. Runners on the corners with 2 outs in the third. Delivery from Campos. Ground ball right side. And the Twins just unable to hit with runners in scoring position. That has been our crux this season. We have struggled very mightily. I wish I had the number for that. Whatever it is, I know it's not good. Miguel Sano in the 5th inning now, 273 hitter. Again, if Miguel Sano doesn't hit a home run, our offense struggles. And Miguel Sano drives it deep to left field, trying to wave it fair, but it just goes foul. A couple of pitches later on a 1-2 count. Again, drives it to left field. This one not quite as deep, but it's at the wall, and it's going to sneak out a home run for Miguel Sano. And it is 4-1. Twins cut into the lead. You are hereby circled, young man. 4-1. Another, just a solo home run for Miguel Sano. We go to the 7th inning now. Jenmar Gomez in for the Twins, a 1-4 record, 5.40 ERA. Facing former Twin Jorge Polanco. We traded him away last season, I believe, to the Padres, and then the Padres traded him to the Indians. He drives it deep to right center field with the runner on second at the wall, and the catch is made by Delino DeShields Jr. Middle of the 7th is still 4-1. The Indians have pounded out 15 hits. We move to the 7th inning, bottom of the 7th. Francisco Cervelli at the plate. He's had a great season for us. I think we might have found our catcher here. Diving play made at third, on to first for the double play, and the Indians get out of the 7th. Good turn by Kipnis. Nice diving play over there at third by Yangervis Solarte. We go to the 8th. Chasen Shreve on the hill for the Twins. He's got a great 1.75 ERA. Our left-handed specialist here, facing lefty Michael Brantley. Brantley leading the league in hitting, and he's going to split the gap in left center, drive in another run, a little insurance for the Indians. It's 5-1 Tribe. A RBI double from Michael Brantley, the league leader in batting average, looking for a batting title and possibly a league MVP. 9th inning now. Dan Otero has one save on the season, a 3.75 ERA. He's facing Delino Shields Jr. 3 home runs on the year. Delino Shields Jr. takes a low fastball, driving it deep to right center field. That one is carrying, drifting back at the wall, and it's gone. Tyler Naquin runs out of room, and it's the first home run of the year for Delino Shields in a Minnesota Twins uniform. 4th of the season. The other 3 were with the Rangers. And the Indians do get the win 5-2. They lead the season series 7-1. I'm telling you, the American League Central has just pounded us this season. And again, we are the only team in the division with a losing record. The other teams are very good. You see the standings up above the score there. Tigers at 73-45, the White Sox at 66-50, the Tribe at 63-55, and the Royals are 60-56. And then there's us at 43-74. We go to game number 118, final game of the 3-game series, and we are riding a beautiful little 7-game losing streak. Jacob Turner, whom the Indians acquired from the Yankees in a trade earlier this season, 3.91 ERA, 122 innings on the year, facing Chad Bettis. Started the season coming out of the bullpen as a long reliever, now thrust into the starting rotation because of trades and injuries. 4.69 ERA. We are trying to break this 7-game losing streak. Still searching for our first win in the month of August. Michael Brantley, 341 hitter, leading the league. Ground ball right side. De La Rosa on to first to Calero for the out. A run does come in to score, though, and the Indians take the lead once again. They strike first. Middle of the first inning. Indians 1, Twins nothing. We move to the second inning now. Herbert De La Rosa at the plate with runners on the corners and nobody out, a situation we should come away with some runs in. And De La Rosa is going to ground it to the left side. It finds a way through the infield, and that'll drive in 1. And the Twins tie it up quickly at 1 apiece. Robert Jones at the plate now, 2 for 6 in the series with a triple and an RBI, hitting .216 for the season. He's got runners on second and third with just 1 out. He's going to ground it up the middle, gets through into the outfield. 1 run will score. And it's 2-1 Minnesota. Holy crap, we have a lead. Are you kidding me? We are leading the game. Let's see if we can hold on. Byron Buxton to right center field. Runner on first and third. Runner at third tagging and heading to the plate. The throw will be cut off in the middle of the infield. It's 3-1 Twins. We have a 2-run lead. The end of the second inning. 3 runs on 5 hits for the Twins. 1 run on 1 hit for the Indians. 4th inning, Robert Jones, 223 hitter. At the plate, he's already 1 for 1 today. Runners on second and third with 1 out. He's going to ground it up the middle. 1 run will score, and the second one is going to hold up around third. It's 4-2, Twins with the lead. Indians have put another run on the board. 4-2 now. Bottom of the 4th inning, Byron Buxton to the plate. Buxton drives it to deep right field, and it is caught there. But a runner will tag and come in to score, and the Twins get another run on the board. It's 5-2 Minnesota. End of the 4th inning. We have scored 5 runs in 4 innings. Holy crap, our offense showed up today. Zach McAllister now taking over on the hill. John Ryan Murphy will face him. He's batting a scorching 173. A 173 hitter. He is our backup catcher. He drives it deep to left field. That one is carrying, and it's going to sneak out a home run for John Ryan Murphy. He's got a horrible average, but every once in a while he'll square one up. And in very limited action, he's got, I think, 5 home runs on the season. The Twins celebrating a win. Chad Bettis' first win of the season. And we snapped that 7-game losing streak with a 6-3 win over the Indians. They lead the season series 7-2. John Ryan Murphy 1 for 3 with a home run and an RBI. Delino Shields Jr. starting to heat up for us. 2 for 3. He scored 2 runs. Raimel Tapia went 2 for 4 with a double. Robert Jones 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Let's look at the playoff picture in the American League. Red Sox, Tigers, and Rangers are your division leaders. The Rangers only lead by 3 over the Angels. Out in the wild card race, you got the White Sox 2 games ahead of the Blue Jays for home field advantage in the wild card game. Angels a half a game behind the Blue Jays for the final spot. The Indians 3 games back, and the Royals 5 games back. So 4 teams in the American League Central are all in the playoff race. Everybody except for us. Let's flip it over and look at the National League. NL playoff picture, the Nationals have a 4.5 game lead over the Mets and Marlins. The Cubs and the Giants are your other division leaders. The Giants have the best record in baseball, 77-42. In the wild card, the Dodgers have a 4.5 game lead over the D-backs for home field advantage in that game. The D-backs 2 games ahead of the Mets and the Marlins, 4 games ahead of the Pirates, 6 ahead of the Phillies, and 6.5 ahead of the Cardinals. So that is the playoff picture in the National League and the American League. And that is the end of episode number 206 against the Cleveland Indians. Next up, a 3-game series with the Detroit Tigers. Let's see if we can get on a little winning streak as we face the number 1 team in the American League Central here on the Moldy Cheese Baseball Network.